のきっかけに合わせてもう一度行きましょう。せーの。なんですかこの音楽。まさかとは思いますけど、これも。何事っすかこの騒音は。
Hello and welcome back. This is TinBoy and time for another LLAS card breakdown. This exchange event will feature full throttle cheer squad UR set from the exchange event. Go! Passionate cheer! The scouting banner will be available until October 14 afternoon. I'll start off with Festival 3 Chika and Ayumu quick summary, then we'll go over the basic info, my thoughts on the cards, and then the verdict. Now here is the quick summary for Festival 3 Chika and Ayumu notes. So we'll start with Ayumu. So she has the biggest healing power, high stamina stat. Her stat also dethrones Relax and Refresh Ellie, which is a Festival 3 card, Smile's frontline supporter, and one of the recommended healers for Loveless World Challenge difficulty, and great for backline support alongside Smile scorers. I recommend to get her unless you have more Smile cards by your side. Meanwhile, for Chika, she's a great pure SP filler, and this is due to her stackable appear buffer on SP burst at 50% chance. Although this is recommended to get if you already have pure SP fillers before her. Now that the quick notes are out of the way, here is the preview from my scouting video. Go check it out on the card on the top right, and I'll see you guys on the basic info part. Festival 3 I!
こんな感じかな。
The event UR for this banner is Full Throttle Cheer Squad Lanzhu, and she's carrying two things in one hand, a baton and a megaphone. Kinda like her design though, it's pretty cool for a cheerleader themed costume. So as natural guard card, her base stats will start off at 4,129 appeal, 7,435 stamina, and 4,953 technique with 14.85% critical rate. Her rift limit stats will end up at 7,394 appeal, 13,310 stamina, and 8,874 technique with a critical rate of 26.22%. So her skill is stamina healing and also as show ability. So as skill, she restores stamina by 20 to 28% and overall stamina at 33% chance. As show ability, she restores stamina by 60% of her stamina on the first strategy switch. Her passive is Stamina Plus, affecting natural cards by increasing base stamina by 4 to 5.2%. Cheer Squad Lanzhu is a full-on stamina healer in simple terms. A miracle specialist Ayumu with a natural bias passive. If you have many natural cards in your team, then she could increase their stamina stat by a medium degree. Her stamina is slightly higher than Miracle Specialist Ayumu, who has the same show ability, aka Decisive Healing, on Strategy Switch. Lastly, you can use her on Kito Seishun ga Kikoedo, which is one of the songs with high stamina damage per note, but that's all that I can think about this event UR anyway, so roll on to the costume. This is what she looks like in costume preview. Now I think Lanzhu's variant is more or less the outgoing girlish personality. One hand her bottom has half skirt, half shorts, which is pretty decent for a cheerleader theme set. Well, I guess it's her own approach, but oh well. Her top midriff as well as medium sleeves, which is pretty good for her design. Also, she does have a few medals on her chest, as well as beautiful heart-shaped earrings. She's also wrapped up with at least 5 ribbons, I think, because 2 ribbons on each side for each of her twin tails, and lastly, the big one at the back. So it's a decent costume for an event UR, so you can get her for free when you participate in this event. The first event SR that you can get is Mermaid Festa Volume 1 Kotori. As small SP card, her base stats will start off at 4054 appeal, 2129 stamina, and 4481 technique with 28.44% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 6898 appeal, 3631 stamina, and 7623 technique with 37.86% critical rate. Kotori's skill is SP voltage gain buffer, increasing voltage SP voltage gain for the next SP burst by 20 to 22% of her technique. Her passive is Technique Plus, affecting small cards by increasing base technique by 2 to 3.2%, and her show ability is SP Fill, increasing SP gauge by 3% of her technique on appeal chance success at 30% chance. If you are starting out in the game, Kotori's SP voltage gain buffer is going to help you well and temporarily thanks to her technique stat, and if you're lucky enough to win the appeal chances, then her SP fill that can give your team a small boost to get another SP verse. For those who have been in this game for a long time, we can expect this Kotori to do less help and just use her for show ability and snag her Mermaid Festival Volume 1 costume, because she is so beautiful like a mermaid bird. The second event SR that you can get is Thank You Friends Riko. As active skill card, her base stats will start off at 3305 appeal, 3411 stamina, and 3946 technique with 26.83% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 5627 appeal, 5807 stamina, and 6715 technique with 35.14% critical rate. Her skill is Critical Rate Buffer, increasing critical rate by 3 to 4.2% for 5 nodes affecting active cards. Her passive ability is Technique Plus, affecting all cards by increasing base technique by 1 to 2%, and her show ability is Critical Power Buffer, increasing voltage gain from critical nodes by 1%, affecting active cards on live show start. Cheer Squad Riko is a decent critical rate booster when you have an underpowered active attribute strategy. She also offers a small critical power buffer, which is okay. Other than having the Cheer Squad costume on, this Riko is beautiful and easy to get for your Thank You Friends set. The first scouting UR that you can get is Full Throttle Cheer Squad I. As active voltage card, her base stats will start off at 8139 appeal, 4451 stamina, and 6777 technique with 20.33% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 14,565 appeal, 7,976 stamina, and 12,138 technique with 36.41% critical rate. High skill is Voltage Gain, gaining voltage by 25 to 30%, 37% of her appeal at 33% chance. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting active cards by increasing base appeal by 4 to 5.2%, and her show ability is Voltage Gain Buffer, increasing voltage gain up by 50% during appeal chances, affecting herself. Another active voltage score, another gimmicky skill set to deal with. This I card is only half 1,000 appeal stat points away from Loverina and Holy Violet Carrot for scouting UR. She does have a voltage gain buffer for herself during ACs, which is useful after the 3rd anniversary update. With the upgraded voltage cap of 100,000, her show ability can get more mileage in regular shows over story stages and SPL, still preferable in expert and challenge songs. I is going commando mode with her skill and show ability, but her passive supports active cards, so she is not fully taking those boosts for herself. This is what she looks like in costume preview. For Ai's variant, she's going a bit more contrast than Lanzhu does. She does have pants. One half is short pants, the other is long pants, but the long pants is colored white. She also kept the half skirt trend that Lanzhu picked, but the slightly longer one. She opted for magenta ribbons instead of what Lanzhu picked, which is orange. Her set of medals, though, is slightly different from what Lanzhu wears. And lastly, for the Genki personality that I is going for, she opted for a headband and a ponytail scrunchie. Hair decoration is pretty good. It is quite a design for I to use her ribbons as to make a asymmetrical design alongside the detachable sleeves. So other than that, this costume worth getting if you don't mind having another active voltage score on your deck. The second scouting UR that you can get is Full Throttle Cheer Squad Honoka. As natural SP card, their base stats will start up at 7,939 appeal, 4,063 stamina, and 7,364 technique with 22.09% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 14,218 appeal, 7,282 stamina, and 13,178 technique with 39.53% critical rate. Honoka's skill is SP gauge gain buffer, increasing SP gauge fill rate by 5.4 to 6.6% for 10 notes, affecting news cards at 33% chance. Her passive is Appeal Plus, affecting news cards by increasing base appeal by 4 to 5.2%, and her show ability is Skill Rate Buffer, increasing skill activation rate by 50% for 5 notes, affecting news cards on SP burst at 50% chance. This Honoka card is not the Party Kotori or Party Mali alternative that you are looking for. Yes, her show ability has skill rate buffer like those two cards, but it is only effective for a group and it only works on half of the times that you are bursting SP gauges. Honoka's appeal is higher than technique, but her critical rate is somewhat okay-ish for non-skill type card. There are 17 used SP fillers as of this banner for Honoka's show ability to work, including Party Kotori and Party Umi. If you are running a dual strategy Muse SP filler team, then this Honoka can be used for backline and just grant the skill rate buffer to them. Take note that you have to win the 50% of the time for live show ability to work, and there is a hidden skill rate cap of 70%, so do take in mind if you're going to scout for her. This is what she looks like in costume preview. Honoka's variant this time has the most colors amongst I and Lanzhu. The reason is because on the skirt side, she does have 3 layers. One is for black, the second one is blue, and full white on the third. Honoka's midriff is also blue. Her top, however, is still black, red, and gold, as you can expect from the 3 variants. However, Honoka opted in for a medium length sleeve approach, which Lanzhu already has one. And the chosen ribbon color that she used is this time the red ribbon. She also has a bandana behind her, as well as 2 ribbons as hair scrunchies for a ponytail behind. I guess this Honoka card is the cleanliest, but at the same time, the Yankee girl out of the 3. You could get this card if you don't mind having, as long as you have used SP fillers, then you're good to go with this cheerleader costume. The scouting star that you can get is Thank You Friends Yo. As pure voltage card, her base stats will start off at 4,865 appeal, 3,366 stamina, and 4,232 technique with 12.69% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 8,472 appeal, 5,726 stamina, and 7,211 technique with 21.63% critical rate. Yo's skill and active ability is Appeal Buffer. As skill, she increases effective appeal by 6.4% to 7.6% for 3 notes, affecting her strategy. As show ability, she increases effective appeal by 4% for 10 notes, affecting all cards on appeal chance success at 50% chance. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting same strategy cards by increasing base appeal by 3 to 5%. Thank You Friends Yo is a small help for veterans but a moderate help for newcomers. Her appeal buffer is all around, 1 for strategy and 1 for all if you win an appeal chance and a 50% chance. She is a sideliner for an underpowered pure scoring strategy, but nonetheless, you can get this Yo card just for the costume. Now that the game's 3rd anniversary is running after party phase, you can expect the event sets to go back to normal and have a slight scale of power creep once in a while. Lanzhu copies Ayumu's homework but switches her passive to attribute focus for her, so my verdict on this event UR is the same as Miracle Specialist Ayumu from a few batters ago. I takes active voltage scoring potential to a small extension unless you have few active voltage cards to rely on before her. She can be useful in Neo Sky Neo Map Challenge, but that is just my guess. Honoka has more utilization for fellow Muse cards over anyone else. If you do have Party Kotori, Festival 1 Ellie, or Party Umi, then this Honoka card can work as a sideline SP booster. For the SRs, Yo takes the pure voltage support role, while for an SR card, Riko is okay for an active critical supporter until you have a UR replacement, and lastly, Kotori prefers to boost SP voltage gain than fill SP. That's all for this video. Thank you everyone for watching. Leave a like, comment, and share the video. Subscribe to my channel and click the bell. I stream games 3 to 4 times a week on YouTube at 21PHT. Links to my socials are in the video description below, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. See you soon.